What up? What up? Is this? I'm doing this over my phone because I just walked out. I didn't want to go set up my laptop and all that stuff. I want to see something quick to get this going. But I want to know. Yeah, hearing me? I see there's already two. There's already some people up in the room. What's up? What's up? Let's see who's up in here. And it's pretty late. I know this. I understand it's late for most of y'all. You know what I'm saying? But tomorrow I have my podcast. Probably talk about this topic. You know. But for those of you in the chat that are appearing, let me know if you can hear me. I don't know if the earbuds are preventing it. Give me a holla. I got a like. Hey, yo, Mass Produce was good. You can hear me? We good? So if you see my eyes looking this way, like right now, it's because I'm looking at the chat, because the chat is at the screen. So if I'm not looking at you, it's because I'm not looking at the lens. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm looking here, it's because this right over here, let me put it over here, right there. That's where the chat is at. Right there. Right there. So if you see me look that way. Yo, James Lewis was good. Let me know who was up in here. It's different on a phone as compared to, on a PC or a laptop. So I don't get to see the live room. I get to see the comment, then it goes away. Let me see. You know. Okay. So, oh no, okay. I guess I could see the comment by touching and tapping the screen. I'm at Mass Produce. We're gonna talk about this real quick. I want to make some comment because there's some comments uh, that hasn't been. There's some points that haven't been made. Uh, I was in spaces. There's some. Overall, there's been a lot of conversation about this. And I know it's late, but tomorrow I have my podcast. Um, tomorrow I want to talk more about gaming. I might talk about this tomorrow just to get the panel members' view on it towards the end. So that might be like after the gaming conversations and stuff. So that might happen. Um, but I know it's pretty late because it's like almost 9 over here. It's 8:55. Heating up my food. Um, Here we go. Got some comments up in here. Uh, and I know a lot of people have their views. Right? Everybody has their opinion. Everybody has their views on this. Some people agree. Some people disagree. What up, Immortal Black? Was good, Mr. Thirsty? Uh, let me see. Oh, we live? Yeah, we live. We live. We got Mass Produce up in here. We got James up in here. What's up? We got Caitlin. Kathleen, what's this? Dorochea Lonut Carolyn. Oh, I apologize. We got .com up in here. Immortal Black. Mr. Thirsty. NIKU. What's up? Narukami. No, don't be concerned about his mental health. I'm going to explain to you. I'm going to explain to a lot of guys because a lot of people are now pulling the mental health stuff. I'm seeing that. This is one of the reasons why. That's besides that. There's multiple reasons, right? Sorry, people. He's a comedian and he made a joke. Nothing else should be said. Oh no, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna easily talk about that. Um, I'm gonna easily bring up my point. Chris was doing what he do. Okay, yeah, we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna quickly talk about that. But if you don't mind, hit the like button, retweet this out. The Rock would not make that joke because he's not a weasel. BR King says, I'm only upset now. We got people still calling Will Cuck and also Chris for not retaliating, shaking my head, not a good look. All right. So we all know what happened. I don't have to recap that, okay? But what I am going to recap is some of the points being made, a few of them already being made. Number one, just in case, boom, Chris Rock made a joke. I'm not even going to say if it's inappropriate or inappropriate or appropriate. We're not going to use those terms here. But he made a joke, right? The joke clearly felt disrespectful to Jada Smith. And on behalf of Will Smith's wife, he reacted and he chose to walk off stage, slap the life out of Chris Rock, and then told him to keep his wife's name out of his mouth. Right? Okay? So we all got that part, right? Okay? Now, barring the conspiracy theories about, oh, this is fake, this stage, let's not get into that. Let's just talk about the merit of, let's say this is real. I think it's real. But again, it's not really, because the conspiracy theory, that takes it to a whole new conversation. Let's just talk on the merit for what it is and what we saw. Right? A lot of people are using the following points. Okay? Right? Number one, he's a comedian. It's a joke. Right? It's just words. Will shouldn't have reacted with, physical violence. People are too sensitive. That's how comedians are. If everyone gets sensitive, then does this mean everybody could do this, right? Other points people made has been, this is embarrassing. Will's a public figure. Will embarrass the black community. That's another point I'm saying. Will has a platform. He was there at the Grammys as a nominee for Best Actor, to which he ended up winning. So everybody keep naming all these things, all these points, whether it's the platform, whether it's comedy, whether it's Chris Rock's profession, whether he should consider how other people, his community look, how the Academy Award looks, how the organization looks, the professionalism of the event, it's the Academy Awards itself, all these layers. Boom, 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 boom. Am I missing anything else? Is there any other layer that I miss? Okay. Right? Is there any other talking point of what Will should have done, or what Will should have recognized, or he should have, you know what I'm saying? So pretty much there's a whole bunch of talking points. And those talking points, based on those talking points, Will should have not done that. Again, comedic, Chris Rock is known for that. He shouldn't have been there. If you can't take a joke, don't be at the Grammys. Think of the community, think of his platform. He's a public figure. He represents black men. So he, all that stuff, right? Okay. All these talking points. Now here's how I see it. Because I hear all these talking points and I keep saying to myself, so a husband needs to consider all these things before thinking of his wife. Everybody named all these points. Consider this, consider that. Oh, it's this job. Oh, he's a comedian. Oh, the Grammys. Oh, the community. Oh, this, that, and third. But apparently society expects for husbands to put their wife second and put all these other things first. Consider all these other things. That's just weird to me, bro. For me personally, society forgot what it meant to be a spouse. Most of y'all forgot. Everybody's putting every other consideration on the table other than what should be most important to you in your life. Okay? Most important to you. My wife is the most important person in this world. She did something for me no other human being or anything has ever done, which gave birth to my daughter. And you all expect me, let's say if this was I was in that situation, I'm supposed to consider another man's profession over my own wife. I'm supposed to consider my people over my own wife. I'm supposed to consider the organization over my own wife. I'm supposed to consider all these considerations, all these things ahead of my own wife. Let me ask you this. Let me ask y'all consideration this, since everybody had all these contexts. Do any of you know the context behind what Jada Smith is going through with her disease behind the camera? Can you answer me that? Because everybody got everything. Everybody's talking about Chris Rock. Oh, it's his profession. Everybody's talking about, oh, you got to worry about the community. Everybody's saying, oh, you got to worry, it's the Grammys. We're not there for that. Everybody's mentioning all this stuff. But can someone tell me how Jada Pinkett deals with this every day in, day out? Tell me. Tell me. You damn right I'm defending Will. I need to know, all right? I need to know the context of how she lives her life behind the camera. Can anybody tell me about that? Let me remind you guys something. All right? Let me remind you something. Y'all all know Robin Williams, that the late Robin Williams, the actor. He committed suicide. He committed suicide because of his life behind the camera, not because of what he did in front of the camera. No one knew that the man who made the world smile and laugh was not laughing or smiling himself. Right? None of you guys know what she's dealing with behind the camera with this, or how she feels, or the day-to-day things that she has to go through. None of y'all. You're not in that position. Okay? The only people that know is her, Will Smith, and the kids, and any of the closest relatives that may be involved. And maybe not even them. You guys are only making judgments for what you see in front of the camera and what they allow you to see. Whether it's the red table talk or books or interviews or any of that stuff. But they're not showing you what's behind that, right? Let me remind you what being a spouse is, what being a husband and wife is. Let me give you something that's lost, that's clearly lost. All right? Okay? Let me zone you in. So then that way, because that again, all of y'all forgot the sacredness of marriage. But I'm gonna remind y'all right now, and this is primarily in America right now, right? Okay. I'm gonna let you know, right? In our Constitution here in the United States, there is something called spousal. I think it's called spousal privilege, right? And it is in the Constitution where the government, for any circumstance other than three things, cannot force a spouse to testify against their spouse, except for three conditions. Number one, domestic abuse, right, between two. And then number two, violence in children. Pretty much, really two things. Really, it's domestic, okay? It's domestic, plain and simple. Barring those two things. Oh, and no, there is the third. And the third, if you're culpable, like mean you went along committing the crime with the person. So if you committed a crime with your spouse, or it's a domestic abuse between your spouse, or abuse with children, you know what I'm saying? Other than them three scenarios, the government cannot force you to testify. What that means is, let's say my wife, let's say she just walks out the house. She goes, baby, I'll be back. I'm like, all right. I stay home. I do whatever. I podcast with you guys. I'm talking with you guys on the chat, whatever. I say, hey, did your boy Puerto77, blah, 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 all this stuff, right? We chill, we go, whatever. I log off. I say, hey guys, you take care. Thanks for rocking out. Boom. My wife comes home. I see her like dirty and all this stuff, blood on whatever. And I look at her like, yo, what the fuck happened to you? She's like, oh, you know that chick that started fighting with me? I'm like, I guess whatever. Yeah, I went to the house. I killed her and her husband. You what? Yeah, they're dead. I look at her like, wait, say that again to me, Jazz. Like, babe, say that again. I killed that bitch and her husband. Stabbed them both in the throat. And I'll look at her like, probably argue. I would flip out. I'll be like, are you crazy? Blah, 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 blah. Everything. Next day, police comes arrest her, charge her for murder, but they got no evidence. Or they just had her whatever, but they got no concrete evidence. Right? The only thing they could truly got is me, the person she testified to. And the cops like, listen, if she testified, if she told you what she did, we need you to testify. She murdered two people. We need to get justice for these two people. Hell, she left three of their kids without parents. There's three kids now that are now in the foster system because of her. We need justice for those kids. That's the scenario. And my reply would be like, yeah, I'm not doing it. Any questions? Can I go home now? And then that's it. That's how sacred marriage is. It's more sacred than seeking justice for two people that got killed and kids left without parents. You know, like Jordan, fuck them kids. That's how sacred marriage is, that the government recognizes that the sanctity between two spouses is more important than justice. I'm giving you. So my man Black Guy's like, I hope that's not. I hope that didn't happen. That didn't happen. But what I'm trying to tell you is, that's how sacred marriage is. That it is more important than justice for victims. And you're telling me I need to respect a comedian when the government says the sanctity of marriage is more important than justice for innocent victims? You see? What you got to understand is comedy is no different than many other professions. You run a risk. You make jokes, you snap on people, you do what, whatever. That doesn't mean you don't run the risk of pissing somebody off because you went too far. That's a risk you take. That is a risk you take. Period. Right? Being a comedian, right? While you have a First Amendment right, which only protects you from government, that doesn't mean you're protected from somebody else, not like in what you said. Okay? So for somebody to tell me, oh, he's a comedian, spouse has the justice system doesn't even care about justice for innocent victim, let alone worry about a dude's profession, right? Now maybe I could maybe understand if the venue was Chris Rock's comedic show, his show that he's in charge of, his environment. People are buying tickets to see him, knowing how he conducts himself in his venue. Then I can maybe understand that. But you best believe Will Smith and Jada will never go to his shows. They will never buy a ticket and attend his show. They attended the Grammys because Will Smith was nominated for Best Actor. Chris Rock wasn't even the actual host of the Grammys. He wasn't the host. He was a guest of, guest speaker for whatever, but he was not the host. So he wasn't even that. It was incumbent of Chris Rock to pick the right jokes and whatever. It was on him. He decided to go there and he paid for it. Plain and simple. People forgot. Do you know what it is? And I said this, too many people are used to the disrespect in this world. You guys, many of you forget the sanctity of marriage, and many people are quick in the mouth on the internet. So you're used to it. You guys see Will Smith slapping a comedian because what he said as more damaging than disrespecting a man's wife, which is crazy. Because I came from an era that was just taboo, disrespecting a man's wife. It was straight taboo. That was straight red zone. Like, you don't do that. Wife and kids, you just stay away from that because it's sacred. Now I'm starting to see why. I'm starting to see why divorce rates are so high. Because people really don't give a sec. I'm starting to wonder if some of y'all look at marriage as just as a financial girlfriend. And then if it doesn't work out, you just get divorced and you just go for another girl. Or, it's crazy. That's not how it works. There's still some of us men, right, that our wife and our children is the most important thing, Me personally, you could joke on me personally, and it doesn't bother me, whatever, right? Even if it's face to face, it doesn't really bother me, right? If you're gonna throw down, throw down. If not, I don't care. I ain't got time to talk. But there's a button in me that when somebody talks trash to my wife, and that shit annoys her, that drives me in overdrive real quick. That pushes my button. My wife and my daughter, that drives me insane. That shit hits a button real quick. It's a nuclear option. That shit, you hit that button, and I'm supposed to be, you attack what's most precious to me, and I'm the one that has to list all these considerations? That ain't happening. That ain't happening. You know what I'm saying? That ain't happening. I know a big part is, well, Will Smith, his wife, cheating. That's family business. What the hell does Chris Rock got to do with that? I know some people talking about, well, she cheated on him, Will cheated on her. They're thrashing each other. That's between them two. Right? So let's say if I get in an argument with my wife or whatever, shit goes sour. A random man could interfere? No, dog. No. No. You're not part of this. Whatever's issues is in the house will deal with it. Or we'll deal with it between each other. That doesn't mean some random dude. And yes, I'm going to say Chris Rock is a random dude because he's not their family. Random dude. Doesn't matter how famous he is. You're not part of the family. And you don't get, carte blanche to disrespect another man's wife. Right? In the end, there's going to be two types of men. You allow your wife to be disrespected, and you're going to say, oh, it's a joke. Is this? Is inappropriate? Or you're not going to allow your wife to be disrespected. That's it. That's it. That's all, right? All that other stuff, is whatever. Me personally, right? My wife is the most important thing in my life. Her and my daughter. Absolute the most important. I don't care if I slap somebody live on TV and people come back and be like, oh, Puerto Rico, you should have done that. You represent the Latino community. You know how, this dude said Latinos are nothing but murderers and rapists. I'll be like, I don't give a shit about that. I don't give a shit about politics. I don't care about all this. You can't just simply go after what I treasure most and think it's incumbent on me to be the bigger guy. Oh, hell no. Hell no. I'm not doing that. Right? But I will say this. I will accept the consequences for the decision I make. It's not like I'll make the decision but not accept what comes after it. What comes after is what comes after. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Plain and simple. Absolutely plain and simple. This is a thing about men respecting men. What happened yesterday, right, was funny, is a reminder of a world where you're not safe right here. You see this thing right here I'm tapping? Yeah. Y'all just got reminded what happens in a world where you're not protected by this, when you're not protected by your iPhone, you're not protected. A world where two men are face to face, where you have space and opportunity, and you say the wrong shit. You just witnessed what happened. There's a lot of dudes that like to talk quick and slick would not be doing it, would not be doing that in that same environment. An environment where the guy's actually looking at you, totally different energy. And the world just got reminded that, yo, that's how we do. Okay? But she wasn't loyal, so four horsemen pocket, but she wasn't loyal, she don't deserve respect. That's for Will Smith to decide, not us. That's his wife, and that's the thing. Y'all out here trying to tell husbands how they need to act with their wives. That's for you to decide. Right? When y'all get married, or if you already are married and you have a wife and your wife gets disrespected, you get to decide if reasons is how you're gonna conduct yourself. Whether it's a joke, it's not serious, it's not appropriate, it's in public, it's in front of the camera, people are recording, my mom's here, whatever list y'all want to create, if that's how y'all want to abide by, that's you. But some men ain't like that. Those little lists that y'all created, they're not above my wife, for me personally. They're not. I'm not trying to hear, oh, Puerto Rock, you can't do that. You're going to shut down your YouTube. Fuck my YouTube channel. I love you guys, but I'm sorry. Shut all this shit down. Shut down my Twitter. Fuck it. Ban me from YouTube. Ban me from Twitter. Hell, take away my PSN account. Fuck it. Ban me from PSN. I'll play on Xbox. Ban me there too. I'll play whatever. Ban me from video games. I don't give a shit about that. None of that. Hell no. There's no scenario where any of these things will even come close to consideration to somebody disrespecting my wife. Especially if it's something that she's going through that really hurts her. Oh my God, God help you. Like, yo, oh my God. Oh my God, like, yo, Chris Rock, in my opinion, was lucky. All he got was slapped. He was lucky. He got off easy, to be honest. Because a swollen lip, that goes away in a day or two. He'll be all right. He just got a quick slap across the face. Nothing. You saw him. He still stood on stage. You know, it's not like Will Smith stomped him the hell out, which, anyway, quick little back slap across the lip. You got a little, Chris Rock woke up like this. You know what I'm talking about? When your lip gets slapped, that little bump, 2 or 3 days will go away. But whatever issues Jada goes through, that just lingers. And it's going to remain lingering. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, you know. You know? Let me tell you something. And I see some quiz. Now, I apologize because normally I would be better at reading the chat, but I'm on my phone. So it's really hard to keep up. It's not like on PC. Okay. My boy Alizé says, one, he wasn't told to do what he did. He saw his reaction, not liking what he said, then he reacted. So people be P-Rock. You are advocating for open seats of comedians, then the audience can take action now. That means I'm advocating. This is what I'm advocating. I'm advocating for men being responsible for being men. I'm advocating for men accepting the choices that they make. You want to be a comedian and you want to make jokes, make your jokes. But do not act like because you are a title comedian that you won't piss somebody off. That is a risk you need to take. And since, obviously there's female comedians as well, But in the conversation of men, it is. Plain and simple. Right? Now understand this. Everything I said, and I said this already, you guys can do how you want to act. I'm not telling you to follow my footsteps. Four horsemen. Talking about somebody's illness, somebody's sleaziness are two different things. Crisscross, no lines. That's according to you. Again, if you guys are cool with that happening, I'm not telling you that's it. That's your business. That's how you handle your wife or your spouse. I'll say spouse, whatever. However you want to conduct yourself. And however you want to take the information, that's your choice, okay? But I'll be damned if I'm expected for somebody to go after what I treasure most and think this shit ain't gonna and think this shit's gonna just gonna be slide. As we're just gonna sit down and let's have a conversation. No. If your ass put no consideration into what I consider is the most important person in the world, why do I need consideration for him? I'm not saying your full name, but I'm just going to say 1101. Will, crickets. When August blowing Jada's back out, rearrange her guts. Will, Chris make a joke about Jada. Hair, you crossing the line, buddy. Hey, if Will did nothing with that whole Jada thing, and plus from what I'm hearing, they're in an open relationship. I think he wrote a book. Oh, snap. I put this. He wrote a book. So I don't know. As far as their open relationship, Jada doing his thing. Apparently, he wrote a book and admitted he was cheating. Whatever. Don't go to comedy clubs then. People get roasted. I don't. A lot of people can say, well, don't go to party clubs. I don't. I've never been to a comedy club. And you want to know why? Because my wife don't like to be made fun of. She's not. Since the day I met her, she has a short fuse. Right? And she doesn't make fun of people. Never. She doesn't make fun of people. She doesn't like cracking jokes about people for any reason. She doesn't like talking shit about people unless she's ready to fight, unless somebody does something to her. She doesn't even like stand-up comedy. She hates Dave Chappelle. She doesn't like none of that. She does not like Dave Chappelle. She doesn't like Chris Rock. She just doesn't like people making fun of people, even like her jokes. She understands that's a thing. She just stays away from it. So that's why I don't go to comedy clubs or whatever. She doesn't like being made fun of. She don't make fun of people. It's just what it is, what it is. And if somebody tries to clown her, oh man, her fuse is real short. And when she gets pissed off, I get pissed off. She's my wife. I don't really get pissed off. She gets pissed off if somebody tries to clown me. She gets a short fuse real quick. I'll be like, I'm good, whatever. But the opposite, somebody fucking with her, nah. You ain't fucking with my, no. You're not messing with my wife or my daughter. I don't give a damn. Oh shit, my man was working hard. I say breaks over, holla at you later. No doubt, Four Horsemen, man. Hey, show up tomorrow if you can, right? Since there's no lag, right? Ultimately, is this, right? Regardless, we got to go. People got to remember the respect for a man's wife. People got to remember that. You understand what I'm saying? You know? People got to remember that some things are truly sacred, and we lost that. Let's see, a comedian. Let's see, True SSJ, he says a comedian makes offensive jokes, plus it makes him look stupid. And if Chris wanted to press charges on Will, I don't want comedy to die. Comedy's never gonna die. Believe me, this isn't new. You go to YouTube and you type in comedians getting attacked or whatever. This happened before. It's just never happened at this level, right? Because this is like, if you go to videos, it's and all that stuff has happened. This is like the Super Bowl of, the two megastars going through it. But comedy's a risky business. You end up pissing a lot of people off. You stick to your craft. You believe in your craft. Is what it is. But in my opinion, there's just some places, some venues, some things that you might take it too far. And I guarantee It wasn't until that slap where Chris Rock realized I might have taken it too far. I don't even think Chris Rock will defend this position. It's gonna be. I haven't seen a statement. I seen Will Smith's follow-on statement today that he apologized, whatever. I'm interested to see Chris Rock's statement. If you guys say what he really did, I wonder if he's gonna defend what he did. He's probably never gonna talk about Jada Pinkett again. I think he's gonna definitely think twice about it. Right? Understand this. Comedians, dark humor, all that stuff, they always run a risk of pissing somebody off. It is what it is. I'm not going to tell somebody they shouldn't be pissed off. I understand comedy. I understand the funniness. I understand that. But if somebody don't like it, bro, you know what I'm saying? They're about to go ham. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. But if you do decide to go ham, just own the responsibility. Just own it. Alizé, what's up, my brother? He says, when you go live next, the PlayStation news is heating up. Oh, I'm gonna go live tomorrow. You know how we do. 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. Definitely gonna talk. We'll see what this craziness. There's some craziness going on with PlayStation. You know. Let's see. If a wife doesn't respect her husband like he does her, it's all good, P Rock. If a wife, from what I'm seeing, they both have issues. But let's say they both are going through it. Right? Let's say they both going through it. He cheated on her, she cheated on him, blah, blah, blah. They're doing all this weird shit. How does that give Chris Rock permission to be disrespectful? Doesn't. Whatever goes on between Jada and GK, whatever goes on between a man and a husband, well, that potentially that's also what we live in. Spouse versus spouse, to be fair, right? Whatever happens between spouse versus spouse, that's between spouse versus spouse. Where does the third wheel come in? Like, who you? Oh, but y'all two disrespect each other, and that gives you green light to disrespect my wife? Just because us two are going through it? That doesn't make sense. So right now, if let's say my wife call her cheating or whatever, that gives everybody else green light to disrespect her in front of me? Nah, that's between me and her to deal with. Whether we stick together or I divorce her, whatever. If I divorce her, then after the divorce, the shit is done. I'm not responsible for you no more. It's over. And then whatever. That's not my business anymore. But as long as she's my wife, random people could just come in disrespect. Like, no, whatever issues, that's between us. Why? Where are all the random people coming from? Who bought y'all tickets to the Puerto Rock show? No, that's not how it works. See, this is what's funny. So people are saying Puerto Rock address the fact that Will would not have done that if it was Seinfeld who said it, or Mike Tyson, or Amy Schumer. You're all making assumptions. You're all making assumptions, right? And I seen that a lot. I've seen people saying, oh, he would have done that if it was The Rock, or he would have done that if it was this person. And I'm thinking, so your level of defense is only commensurate if it's advantageous to you winning the fight. Not everybody thinks like that. Not everybody thinks like that. You understand what I'm saying? Not if you've been in plenty of fights. Right? The level of respecting your wife, if you truly love your wife, then it doesn't matter who said it. Even if it's at the risk of you getting your ass kicked. Right? I fought bigger guys in my time. Right? Sometimes the love you have for someone else, and when somebody hurts that person, you literally don't give a damn who you have to face. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? I'll give you a scenario. Your kid's stuck in a burning building. You telling me fathers will not run into that building, risking their lives to save their kids? You see what I'm saying? You know. Shout out to Alizé. He says Big Willie, or Big Style says Big Willie Style 2022, and Alizé says Uncommon Sense. That's a bit too much, bro. Alizé, man, I'm telling you, a lot of you, so many people just forgot that for some men, your family's the most important thing. You know what I'm saying? You know, and people say you can't. Second, you can't let your words make you lose your cool. That's the thing you guys not getting. It's not the words that he said. It's the pain that he created. That's what Will Smith slapped. If Jada Pinkett did not react to the joke, let's say if Jada, let's say Peter, what the hell's wrong with it? If Jada would have busted out laughing, it would have been fine. If Jada would have busted out laughing and you see her just tearing because the joke is funny as fuck for her, nothing would have happened. If she would have laughed, nothing would have happened. If she would have laughed. If she would have laughed, nothing would have happened. Right? But she didn't laugh. And that shit bothered the hell out of her. That joke caused pain. And nobody sees it. It caused her pain. You know. Period. Technically, Will initially, because if you saw the video carefully, he initially smiled. Now, whether it's a genuine smile where, haha, that's funny, or the classic, suck it up, yeah, yeah, we really don't know. But he initially laughed, whether it was a fake laugh to keep up appearances, or if he generally thought the joke was funny, we don't know. But the moment he saw Jada, and that shit was not funny to her, it was the pain. It was the reaction Jada has. And that's his wife. And if she don't like it, then the husband don't like it. And if it pissed her off and it hurt her, then it hurt him. And that's it. Okay? You know? To SJ's people, I don't think it's going down slippery slope. If it bothers my wife, it bothers me. If my wife says that hurt her, then you best believe I'm going after dude that hurt her. That's what happened. You know? It was the result of the joke and how the person the joke targeted, in particular Jada, how that person responded. Morgana Days, thanks Will for reminding me to not give the power and leverage to a woman in a relationship. Give her an inch and she can take a mile. Stay safe, Kings. Oh snap, you know. And that's an interesting point that people think. Oh, but you can't let the words get out. It wasn't the words. It was the result of the words. Again, if Jada had no issues, if she personally had no issues, if she would have laughed it off and found it funny, nothing would happen. But that's not how she reacted. Will's reaction is based off his wife's reaction of how she received the joke. How he received it is irrelevant. What he did was went up there based on his wife being disrespected, based on her reaction of the situation. And that's what it is. I will say this. Best believe Chris Rock ain't gonna be making no more Jada jokes. He leaving that alone. Mm-hmm. What's funny is a lot of people saying, oh, they're insecure, whatever, whatever. They're normal people. A lot of men will react that way. Like I said, listen, in this situation, you're gonna have two men, two husbands. Two husbands. You're gonna have a man make a joke about your wife, and that husband is gonna be one or two types of people. He's gonna be the type A, react like Will did, or type B, pacifist. Whatever. That's it. Whether they're movie stars, whether they're musicians, poets, doctors, lawyers, whatever. Those are the two things you're gonna deal with. Will chose the type A route. I would have chose the type A route. Let me see. P Rock, so you don't ask your wife what happened, or do you just jump for her? Well, if I jump for her, it's most likely because she already told me what happened. So that's a weird question. Let's see. P Rock, also, there are times in comedy clubs where people don't laugh. Doesn't mean to stop telling jokes. I'm not saying don't be a comedian. What I'm saying is accept the responsibility of how far you take your comedy. Alizé said, if I hit Chris Rock straight kiss the floor, Alizé's like, it ain't gonna be no slap. My man's going Mortal Kombat. He jaw checking him. Handling off TV, he was in the middle of the Oscars. Well, guess what? The wife is more important than the Oscars. And that goes back to what I said in the beginning. Many people are forgetting that some men hold certain things more sacred than anything else. I wouldn't give a damn about no goddamn Oscars. Screw it. Puerto Rock somebody said, on a scale of 1 to 10, how adventurous are you? How adventurous are you? I would say 9. You know, I won't go base jumping off a fucking bridge. I would say 8. I would say 8. See, but here, I understand what you're saying. The comedy lives on free speech, but you have to deal with the consequences. And that's, you know, Black God 59 is getting it. Remember, your free speech, at least in America, deals with government, not people, not private. Okay? When you talk to people, right, there could potentially be consequences on how that person reacts. Right? People, I'm not saying for comedians, don't say your joke. I would advise the venue, time, and place, but hey, at the end of the day, comedians, they will push how far they want to push. And if they push too far and they get slapped up, you know, and I would imagine that these comedians, they know that they could potentially get fucked up. They know. In fact, to be honest, we see that shit all the time, like on TikTok, with these amateur comedian guys. You see these weird dudes just randomly piss off people for no reason. You know what I'm talking about? You see them on Facebook, whoever, they just do weird shit and just bother people just for the views and the clout on TikTok. Like that, who's that weirdo dude? Fucking the Spanish cat. Chumami? Chupapi? I can't believe I'm even saying those words live on the air. You guys know who I'm talking about. Don't lie to me and say you don't know this dude. You know what I'm talking about. I'm doing on TikTok. This dude is weird, man. He be just throwing random shit at people and pretend he didn't throw it. And then when he gets caught, they be chasing him. The guy's, well, yeah, that guy's wild in Walmart. You know what I'm talking about. There was some weird short Spanish dude, bro. He's like, Moñino. Yo, I'm like, yo, what is wrong with this dude? He has this, he sometimes he just walks up to people with this big paper tube, Moñino, yelling in their ear, bro. And you're like, what the hell is wrong with you, bro? You know, I remember watching no damn TikTok. Yo, it's the worst. Oh my God, I wish I never knew that guy, right? I mean, knew that fucking app. Homeboy he was in front of a supermarket, him and his boy, and they were singing Island Boy. A guy came out the supermarket with a case of beer and they threw like oranges at him and then they just kept singing. And dude's like, yo, what the fuck? He's looking around. The dude sees another dude coming out. He's like, yo, you threw that shit? He goes, nah, it was these motherfuckers right here. You know what I'm saying? Yo, but guess what? That's comedy. You look at the comment section, everybody finds that shit funny. But I'm like, yo, you just threw random shit at a dude. And you don't think you're gonna get slapped up because it's comedy? It's just, I have no doubt some of these comedians, they know they run the risk of potentially pissing somebody off. But the gains in the comedy and attraction overrides the, if I say this joke, it could be really disrespectful. Hell, this dude might see me one day and slap the shit out of me. But fuck it. Fame is too important. You know what I'm saying? Alizé, he got the white girlfriend with the fat ass. Yeah, he does though. So you know what I'm talking about. He does. That shit's crazy. When I saw the video, I'm thinking, all right, whatever. But then when I found out it's his girl, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, jokes are jokes. Just know your limit. Yeah, that dude's wild in Walmart, man. That shit, I don't know how he gets away with it. You know what I'm saying? To be honest, is now you're comparing Chris Rock's little joke to an actual physical assault. What's funny is I'd rather have somebody hit me with an orange than somebody insult my wife. Somebody throws an orange at me, and I'll be like, yo, who the hell did that? You did that? And then I realize, oh, you a fucking YouTuber. I'll be like, yo, cut that bullshit out, bro. And then I'll walk away. I wouldn't flip out if a YouTuber hit me with an orange or whatever. I'll be pissed, but whatever. Now, you hit my wife with an orange. Or you talk shit, but really you just say words to her. That would, yeah, that's a button. That's a button for me. You know what I'm saying? I was a two. G.I.J. gets R'd in the movie, then you say you can't wait to see you. I don't remember seeing G.I.J. I know the movie with Demi Moore. She was trying to be Navy SEAL. I didn't watch it. I didn't know that happened. That's crazy. So you're right, Chris is impressing much. Since this ain't, I guarantee that slap woke up Chris Rock. Will he still be what you gonna call it? A comedian? Yeah. Would he make fun of somebody else's wife? Probably. Maybe he won't. I don't see him making fun of Jada. Hell, he'll probably realize, you know what? Let me stay away from certain areas that could potentially. Corey Master, he says he made a joke and got slapped for it. It is what it is. I agree, brother. It is what it is. Let's see. Look, we all know if Jada slapped Rock, people would have said he went too far. Oh, he did was unnecessary. Will defend his wife. You know what? That's what's funny. You understand what I'm saying? Because if Jada would have walked upstairs and slapped him and walked away, everybody would be on top of Chris Rock. My man Dizzy said, I honestly have a bias against Chris Rock, so I'm on Will's side. He don't give a damn. You know? I was saying, oh, a joke and a slap. Slapstick comment. Oh, man. That's the dad joke right there. Yeah. You know, everybody listen. Those, you guys come up and be like, because I'm seeing a lot of the Twitter conversation to, oh, he's emotional, or he's triggered, or he's sensitive. You can say what you want, but you go out in life, face to face people, and you say the wrong stuff, again, this screen right here ain't protecting you. A lot of you, a lot of you, a lot of you just want to say words and say anything with impunity and expect nobody to react to whatever in any way. Yeah, man, that's not how the world works, man. You know, Will Smith reminded the world, you know, how things roll. You know what I'm saying? He says, Puerto Rock, my man Lionel B, he says, Puerto Rock, how you smack someone but end up being the one crying? Yo, the man won an Academy Award, bro. He's the best actor this year. My man, Planetary Final Unions. Rock stood his ground. In some hoods, that's that. That's it, bro. Sometimes, listen, this is just a simple. I think the main reason, another thing that's attributed to this is just they're big stars. So we holding them to the different standard. Oh, this is Will Smith. This is Chris Rock. It's two grown ass fucking men. Plain and simple. At its core, a man talked some shit about another man's wife, and that man stepped up to the plate and slapped the shit out of him. That's it. Don't matter if they winning Oscars or they work in a bodega in the hood or they're out in a farm, you know, picking corn or whatever the fuck. No matter. People are people. People are people. The dollars don't change. You take it too far, you know. Let's see what you got. My man said, people act like jokes should never be met with violence. Make a joke about missing and murder indigenous women in front of a native and see how it goes. Being respectful is free. He didn't apologize. Well, yeah, I think he apologized to like the Academy, right? I wouldn't apologize to Chris Rock either. To be honest, I don't know if I would have apologized the way Will Smith did. I would have been like on Twitter, listen, I understand some of you, but keep my wife's name out your mouth. That would have been me. I would have put that in bold. Like, stop it. Remember, he did apologize to Chris today, right? He did it off on Instagram. Interesting. People say they want comedy to survive. I'm black. If a white comedian says a bunch of black jokes, I'm doing the same thing. Will Smith did fact. Interesting. If a white comedian goes up on stand up and makes racially charged jokes, let's say about the Jim Crow era, is that safe? I think a whole lot of people would change their tunes under that scenario. Because that would piss me the fuck off. Because my mom is Afro Latina. You know, Game Hard 101. Making jokes about man's wife's medical condition, no joke. I don't know, man. Brother, man. It just, I don't get it, bro. I don't get it. Like, all these things are more important than how a man, you know, is with his wife. But if she was dying from cancer, then maybe. Oh my God. So it takes her to be on her deathbed to be like, okay, you went a little bit there. Dude's just wild, man. Yeah, dude's wild. Porak, you had that one video on Twitter when them dudes were wrestling on stage. Which one? Oh, the Spanish one. Oh, that shit was funny. My man, that was my man. That was my man Bori. He said Puerto Rican television walk so the Oscars could run. Oh, that shit is funny. Toxico did that one. You know. So I said, it just here. I don't give a fuck how she feels. You know what? You know what, VR King? You don't have to. She's not your wife. You could be absolutely not give a damn. That's Will Smith's wife, though. So he clearly gives a fuck. The man beats games. He says it's generational divide, bro. It's real. These young dudes different. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Maybe I'ma just chalk this up. Y'all haven't met the right one. When y'all meet the right one and you marry her, you'll know. You know. You'll know. I don't know. Maybe it's just that. Maybe it's just the way world is right now. Violence is my last resort, not my first. Violence is my first. I get paid for it. I'm expected to be violent. Everyone is emotional over a situation that has nothing to do with them. I ain't emotional. Well, you know what? You're right, but I understand. I completely could relate to Will Smith. I absolutely could relate to Will Smith. You know, and I say this time and time again, like the internet just got used to just attacking family. You know what I'm saying? It's just the world we live in. It happens so much that it's almost normalized. My man said, definitely a generational thing. These young dudes hate women, and half of them will fight a woman instead of helping them. Yo, you know, oh man, it's just weird, man. Anyway, I just needed to talk to you. We already been here an hour. Shout out to I say, listen. At the end of the day, is this, man. At the end of the day, everyone has to be accountable for their actions. All right. Like my man said in 300 with the messenger, watch your tongue because your words will be held accountable. And when he said all that crazy shit, he says, you come here, you threaten us with invasion, you insult my wife. And he's like, but I'm a messenger. This is crazy. This is madness. No. This is Sparta. I'm out. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Go ahead and keep talking about people's wives in Sparta and see what happens. You will be kicked down that hole. Facts. Facts. You're going to be like, ooh. I don't want to hear this is madness. This is Sparta. Yo, you guys take care. Yo, yeah, I ever watch a show called Dark on Netflix? I just got put onto that. And he died at the end of the movie. But his name will live on forever. You know what I'm saying? But yo, I saw the first 3 episodes. Now, granted, the movie I guess originally is in German, so I changed it to English and cut off the subtitles. So it's kind of like watching a kung fu flick because the words are like, la, 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 la. Well, English. Is there no one else? Is there no one else? Are you not entertained? Nah. But yo, if you have not seen Netflix, Dark, and I only seen the first 3 episodes, you gotta watch that show. Yo, that show is popping. And again, I know it's weird because you see my eye slant this because I'm looking at the chat again. I know I see you guys here, but the thing is right here. Like all the thing is like right there. That's where that's like it's like right here. There you go. It's weird. I would have preferred it maybe here because then it'd be easier. What do you think, haters? I ain't watching that shit. You think I'm gonna get Paramount Plus? Yo, I'm done. How many mother effing subscription services I'm gonna get? Get out of here. I'm not getting Paramount Plus. Not doing that. Get out of here. Tired of this shit. I'm gonna subscribe to another subscription service, man. Fuck this shit, bro. Excuse my language, bro. I'm tired of this subscription shit. Subscription shit everywhere, bro. It's gonna get yo. So I was out of the fucking Microsoft Office is a subscription. Soon you're not gonna be able to buy toilet paper right out from the store. You're gonna have to sign up for a subscription service so you can get toilet paper shipped so you can wipe your own ass. Get out of here, Willis. I'm not signing up for Paramount Plus. You could Paramount your plus that ass away from me. I'm not doing it. I'm done subscribing for shit. I'm done, bro. I'm getting out of here. I'm tired. This is Peacock, Paramount Plus, BET Plus. Fuck all y'all, bro. Like, this is ridiculous, bro. Get out of here. All this bullshit, this shit pisses me off, man. How many more goddamn subscription service can we fucking get? For one show? Get the fuck out of here, bro. Tired, bro. It's just mad annoying. You know? And then here's the worst part. Y'all dudes subscribe to Peacock or Paramount Plus to watch Halo. Then when the season's over, y'all gonna forget to cancel your subscription. And you ain't gonna watch nothing else on that trash ass service. Nothing else. Nothing. You're gonna completely forget. Man, you out your goddamn mind, bro. I'm not, I'll be alright. I'll be alright. You know what I'm saying? To me, Master Chief died when Bungie left. It's over. GTA Plus. Yo, how does a game itself got a subscription service? I mean, I can understand MMOs, right? Because it's always been that way. But GTA now has a subscription. Oh, this shit, you can't make this shit up. And the game is old as fuck. The game came out in 2013, bro. 2013. It's 2022. Rockstar, shut the fuck up and pump some new shit. Yo, this shit is crazy, bro. This shit is wild, bro. Y'all really, oh man, y'all really got me triggered now. I'm tired of mentioning that shit, bro. Yo, this shit's crazy, bro. Please, Bloomberg, please do not tell me Apple's doing subscription service for iPhones. Oh my God, this is gonna be the bane of our life. Soon you're not gonna be able to do nothing, bro. Your goddamn toilet in your house is gonna be a subscription service. This shit is dumb as hell, bro. It's dumb as hell. Subscription toilet paper, subscription milk. What else? Goddamn, getting coffee is gonna be on the subscription service. Yes, sir. You seem like the type of dude that'll turn a naughty situation gone wrong in a humorous way into a funny story. I try. Yo, for real. Yo, this is crazy. Anyway, you guys take care, all right? I'm gonna be out. Yo, rock out tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. We'll see what these fake ass, annoying ass Sony insiders be saying. Yo, Sony insiders are the worst, bro. My man said getting laid prescription. You can't even, yeah, no shit, right? Everybody gonna be fucking under a subscription. You want some ass? Gotta sign up. You know what I'm saying? Vagina pass. That's vaginal pass. Yo, this is wild. Yo, we live in a crazy world, bro. This is getting out of hand, bro. Punani pass, bro. You can't lose your virginity until you sign up for Punani pass. Yo, this shit is crazy, bro. Yo, this shit is wild, bro. We're gonna have to sign up for Punani pass, you know. And then they're tiered out. You'd be like, hey yo, honey, you give me some head? Nah, that's not the package you got. You just get hand jobs with this package. But you can upgrade for an extra $5.99 a month and get the blowjob package. Bruh. Bruh. That's the world we leading to. Oh my God. You know, you just got the essential package, missionary. That's it. Can't even do doggy style. Boom boom pass. yo, this is crazy, bro. Anyway, you guys, I'm out. You guys take care. Hit the like button. See you guys tomorrow. Boom. Your boy Porter Rock 77. Your only friend is you two streets. Thou shalt not disrespect a man's wife. Stop it. You guys take care. Peace.